So today we'll be reviewing the real grade RX-93 Nu Gundam fin funnel effect set. So let's just see the box real quick. It's a big ass box. Oh, you can see me. Hi. And it's, well, I would say it's a foot and 2 inches wide and a foot tall. So let's just get that out of the way. And let's move on to accessories. Okay, now let's talk about the accessories. So this guy comes with a new hyper bazooka, new beam or just a beam rifle, a shield, 2 beam saber effect parts, even though you only have one normal beam saber in the arm right here, and custom beam saber effect parts, 1 small, 1 large. We also get 6 fin funnels, a base adapter, 3 pairs of hands. So we have fists, standard holding hands, and open hands. And lastly, we have a trigger figure hand. Trigger figure. Wow, I mean trigger finger. And finally, we have this double fin funnel attachment for if you want it to be symmetrical, basically. Okay, now let's get into more depth with the accessories. So let's start off first with the new Hyper Beam Bazooka. At least that's what I think that's called. So let me just stand up straight. So to put the bazooka in the hand, all you gotta do is remove the hand, get the standard holding hand, left or right, split it in half, and you see the tab here? That goes into the hole of the bazooka right here. Just slide it in and sandwich it together with the fingers. Make sure you extend it. Oh, of course, don't hold it on the blue piece over there because that will pop off. And then just attach it to, oh wait, I recommend bending the handle at least this far so you can attach it to the hand comfortably. And now just move the beam saber out of the way and align it like this, and boom, there you go. That's the Nu Gundam holding the Hyper Beam Bazooka. And I'll show you a pose right now. Here's just a quick pose I did with the Hyper Beam Bazooka. It's just him kneeling on the ground and shooting. Now, on to the beam rifle. Okay, so to attach the beam rifle, you get the trigger finger hand. Split it open. It's the same case with the tabs. Just align the tabs, slide it in, and sorry, wrong way around. And you sandwich it together. And then you can attach it to a hand like this. So he can be in a pose like that. Now on to the beam sabers. Okay, let's start off first with the arm beam saber. So all you have to do is get the armor, or the arm right here, and pull out. This will automatically come out. So let's see that again. Hold, pull. Then all you got to do is pull this out by holding on the blue piece, close it back up, get the holding hand, which I left in the bazooka. Of course, the beam saber can go in either hand. And there you go. All you have to do now is add the beam included, like that, and move hand, attach it on, and boom. There you go. Sorry, it's in your face. There you go. Just a standard old beam saber. Now on to the custom beam saber. I don't have to cut here, so all I have to do is same thing. Open it. Let's just put the beam back so I don't lose it. So to put this beam saber back, all you have to do is see that little tab over there, the little peg. All you gotta do is line up the hole with that. You don't have to put too much pressure. The moment it doesn't want to fall out, then you're good. Then like earlier, just push it in and push. Now with the custom beam saber, as you notice, there's a hole going right through it, right? Sorry, the camera won't focus. Anyway, there's a hole going straight through it, right? Well, it doesn't normally come out like this. I modified mine so it can fit on both hands, because this beam saber usually only fits on the right hand. And all I did to do this modification was drill a hole through the other side of this, and then cut out the, what's it called? I cut out the plastic that was here inside of that rectangle to allow it to fit onto the left holding hand. But anyway, all you gotta do is align the holes with the tab like that, sandwich it together, get the curved beam saber, which is a lot thicker than other ones and flatter. I don't know, it's just flatter, I guess. You attach it to the top, and then you get this small beam. This is such a loss risk. Please be careful with this. I recommend putting all your accessories in a bag, a Ziploc bag. Anyway, you attach it. I'm not sure if you can see this because the camera doesn't want to focus. Come on, focus. As you can see, there's this little slant right here. What you want to do is get the lower part of that slant, or make notice of the lower part of the slant, and face it towards the front of the beam saber so you can attach it on. And there you go, the custom beam saber. Now onto the shield. This is just easy. So the shield has 2 points of articulation. There's a rotation here that can, or pivot, and then there's a swivel here. All you gotta do is make sure that this piece, this hole, is facing the exact same direction as yellow. So all you gotta do is make sure you clip it into that gray section right there, like that. If it's a loose connection, actually it's fine, but let's say you somehow made it loose like I did. All you gotta do is add, hold on, let me do this. All you gotta do is add super glue over here to the little tabs. I'm not sure if you can see that. I have to add super glue to these little tabs to then attach it onto here. And also, please be careful, because if you just try and pull the shield out like this, it will pull the blue piece out. So beware of that. I'm not sure if it's just mine, but just beware of that. Now on to the fin funnels. Okay, now on to the fin funnels. I just noticed I left Amro right here. Yeah, this is a 1/144 scale of Amro. Sorry for leaving you over there. I'll just leave you right there, Amro. Anyway, so now to the fin funnels. So each fin funnel has a MS joint inside of them. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically a pre-molded inner frame, like yeah, inner frame that real grades are known for. Yeah, those are the early real grades. Nu Gundam itself is the first, at least I think it's the first real grade to not have the MS joint at all inside of the mech itself. And it's only in the fin funnels. And I believe the, what's it called? The Impulse Gundam also has that. Just completely absent from the whole mech and only inside like gimmicky features like fin funnels or a core fighter. Anyway, those are only two that came out so far without a complete MS joint inner frame, or with no MS joint as an inner frame. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about the fin funnel. So the fin funnel can fold out, and it tells you the instruction to hold it by the base. So when you fold it out, hold it by the base to lower the risk of snapping it. And the fin funnel can go like this. You can also bend it down like that. You can feel the two bumps to bend it like that. So first, you do this, feel the bump, and then do more towards the end and feel the bump. So now you have its firing mode. And to attach the funnels together, all you have to do, depending on what you're doing, or where you're going to be placing the funnels, I should say. So let's say this is the first funnel, right? All you have to do is fold this up, and there are these little tabs right here. I'm not sure if you can see that. There's one tab right here, and tab right here. What you want to do is pull out this tab, and then with this one you just turn it, and that's the connection. And then to connect to another one, because the second one we fold this out, you do the same thing. And then you connect it via this little slot right here. Each one of them has this, so you can just do that. Oh, sorry, you have to make sure this is lined well. Just make sure it's lined, and then snap. Pretty secure, way more secure than the Verka. Anyway, so let me just do all of them. Well, with this one, you have to, because it's more up, it's one level up, you have to attach it via this little, what's it called? Via this area over here. And there's also space for that little tab right there. And you snap it together. And this is actually a more secure connection than this. It's kind of weird. Anyway, let's just finish the funnels. Oh, and with the last funnel, you don't have to do anything. You just fold it out and attach it. That's it. Pretty damn secure. Now, attaching to the Nu Gundam is very simple. All you have to do is get the female piece, male piece, blah blah, snap it in, and boom, super secure. Doesn't want to come off. If you shake it too violently, of course, it's gonna pop off, or if you drop it. But yeah, otherwise it's really secure. Oh, and I forgot, weapon storage. So to store the bazooka, all you gotta do is collapse it, and then fold up that, then fold out this little peg right here, turn this guy around, and this little peg hole right here, you just attach it, just attach it in there, and there you go. And well, that looks pretty good. Now to attach the beam rifle, you don't have to remove the beam bazooka. Let me just separate the hand. So all you gotta do is get this tab right here, fold it out, and then right here, you have to maybe use a part separator, or if you have long nails like me, you can just do this. So once you pull, sorry, looks like my nails are not doing it. Anyway, so that's one click, then 2 clicks. You have to do 2 clicks down. If you go any further than that, you're gonna pop it off. And you put the tab in there, and boom. Stored with the beam rifle. Of course, like I said earlier, this doesn't block the attachment up here. And yeah, there you go. He's standing a little bit awkward because I'm too lazy to pose him. Of course, it's going to be back heavy. Going to be leaning to his left. All I have to do is just tilt him from the waist to his right. Now let's get on to posability. Okay, so posability on this guy is extremely good. And you'll see what I mean soon. So his head can look up this far and down that far only on the ball joint right there. But if you use the double ball joint, it can look up this far and down that far. If you use the little plate right here, not the chest plate, I mean the neck. The base of the neck, it can lift up and then he can look up this far, which is really good. Of course, that only goes up, not down. Now, onto his shoulders. His shoulder armor can move up that far. It also has these panels that can move out of the way whenever you're posing the arm like this. See? The arm can move up this far. Damn. Hold on, let me get that in the frame. That is pretty damn far. Can it go higher? No. There is a bicep swivel. There's a double jointed elbow that can go up this far, and there's a hinge joint at the wrist that allows it to bend that far. That just fell underneath my desk. Got that. Anyway, this hand armor of mine doesn't normally fall off a lot. It's just it has a crack right down the middle. You can't see it because the camera doesn't want to focus. But yeah, there's a ball joint at the base of the wrist, and with the what's it called? The holding hands, they have a hinge joint right here that can go up and down like that. You know, it's just in case you want to point your sword at an angle. Let me just get his fist back. And at the base of his shoulder, he has a very complex joint system. So when it's fully extended, his arm can still move out really far. And then if you really want to, you can move down his arm that far. His arm can go back pretty decently. And then front is the main goal here. Hopefully it didn't break anything. I keep hearing snapping. But yeah, he can bring his arm all the way up to his left pec. Just, there we go. Now to the, so as I was saying, down to the chest, there are these 2 vents right here, or the vent covers that can pull out. They don't necessarily mean like that, but they just mean like forward. And right here, well, yeah, there's this little section right here that can pull down. It's attached via a very tiny peg right there. but there is a hole right here, and I'm assuming it's for the heavy weapon system to attach the chest piece. Anyway, so just close that up. Now to the cockpit, it can just come out like this. Of course, it doesn't actually wobble like that. It's just I took mine apart to panline it. I kind of did this, and as you can tell, I'm missing a piece right here because when I tried cleaning the panel lines, I had this really strong chemical that melted the plastic together, and then when I tried moving this out of the way, it just snapped off. And same thing happened here. It was melted together. And I tried taking it out and it snapped. Anyway, so there's a secondary door right here that you can pull up using either your nail, whatever, anything small. Like that. This door, I don't remember if it was like this first, but anyway, there's the, god damn it. There's the opening to the cockpit right there, or the door to it. Now, for the torso articulation, oh god, is it really good. So basically what you want to do is move it forward. Oh, you can't move it that much? Well then, how about you just stop being a scaredy cat and just bend forward. And then bend back. Bend forward and back, and yeah. There's this. Now, what you can do is that. Yeah, this dude is really good with the torso articulation. And then arcing back. Yeah. Also, if you remove the backpack, hold on, there we go. He can get even further. So a 90-degree angle for his arcing back. And also there's a pivot from side to side right here. You can see the joint right there, that's a pivot. I'm going to attempt to collapse his torso again. And let me reattach his backpack. Now with the waist articulation, it can pivot from side to side. And if you mix that with this, you get pretty good arcs actually. That's really good. And there's another feature about this. So you have to pull down this, which can be annoying. I recommend pulling down from the middle. I just found that out right now. You pull this up, and then you pull this out. And what you do is bend it, then lock it back into place, and boom, you get more of a waist crunch, I guess. So yeah, and to put it back, you just do the same thing. Sorry, just now shorter than another one. You pull that out, then you pull this one forward, and then click it back into place. His side skirts can shift outwards, because there's a peg right here that connects these two, allow them to move that way. His side skirts are attached via ball joint. That's a loud ass car. Anyway, they're attached via ball joint right here, and this is also a peg. Okay, sorry about that, I have to do something real quick. Anyway, what I mean by peg is that this is attached via a peg instead of a ball joint, as you can see right there. And great. We're just gonna have to deal with that. Anyway, there's this lock right here for the hip joints that allow it to swing out. Sorry. So you go down, and then, oh crap, I didn't lock it in properly. And So you lock it, and yeah, so here's the normal leg articulation. You can go up this far, kind of gets blocked by the knee. By the skirt armor. Can go this far back, and can do a little bit more than splits. Hold on, let me just see if this is connected well. Okay. Anyway, and with the hip down, it can go even further. Yeah. And the leg can now do, well, can go up this far, going out of the way of that. With this in the way. Oh, my bad. Yeah, and then back. Wow, that's actually really good. Anyway, so I'll just slide that back up. And as you saw earlier with the knee, there's sliding armor, which is something I love. So first that, and then the lower half of the knee. Yeah, that is awesome. This shifts downwards, as you can see right here. Kind of shifts to form, I don't know how to explain it. It tries to fit itself in there. Then there are opening panels right here. These are just for detail. They're on all the sides. That's what they look like out. And there's these little tabs here on the sides of the legs. I'm assuming that when the heavy weapon system comes out, you just remove it and then attach the booster right there. But with the skirts, you just pull down. And as you see here, there are two attachments. This clicks into place. And the ankle armor, it can shift down if you just grab the foot like this and shift it back. Of course, if you don't want that to happen and you just want if you just want the foot to go down, you just hold it there. Anyway, the foot can go down that far, up that far, and when it's shifted, it's like that, and then it can go a little bit more up. Then the foot can pivot this far. Of course, it's off to an angle because it's attached via a peg here and a peg here on a ball. But of course, you can just fix that. That's a really good pivot. And then outwards, you don't need as much, so that's fine. Toe can move up that far, as you can see. Pretty good for doing something like that. I don't know, just not as awkward. And yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. Oh yeah, one more feature. On the backpack, the thrusters can move a little bit outwards. Now, of course, this panel shifts out of the way for that. And this can rotate like that. And if you noticed earlier, this can also rotate. It's a lot tighter though. Anyway, to do the double fin funnel, you remove this. It's so much simpler than the Verka. Then you just slide it back in. And boom. So for demonstration, I will get the fin funnel, 3 on the side, and then 3 on the other side. I don't feel like doing it properly, but yeah, looks like that. Now let's talk about the stuff that comes in the fin funnel effect set. Okay, I thought I was going to review the effects part now, but as you can see, there's a buttload of stuff, including the base. So if you want to see a part 2 to this review, just leave a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get into 5 likes. If this video gets 5 likes, we will do a part 2 for the effect parts and the base, like a full in-depth review. But I'm just going to show him on a base and I'll end the video there. Oh, to attach the Nu Gundam to this base, you have to use this base adapter. Simply take off the backpack. Word of warning. Oh, sorry. So you first clip this in, and then line this up, and bam, boom, it fits. You also still have space for the new rifle to fit in there. You just have to bend forward a little bit, and then boom. And then you have to you have to use the 3mm peg hole for this to work. And there you go. Now let's get into a very dynamic pose that's not this, and I'll end the video. Okay, so here's the dynamic pose I promised. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider liking and subscribing. Hit the bell notification. And like I said earlier, if this video gets to 5 likes, I will review the rest of the stuff in here, specifically the base and effect parts all together. So thanks a lot, and hope you have a good day. See ya.